Good morning. Welcome to Space Engineers Escape from Mars. I am the blind gaming guy. I hope you had a good weekend. Last week, we started drilling that big old hole you see directly in front of us. And I said I would try to get it done. In the meantime, good morning to you as well, Tom. However, this hole has gotten out of hand. Sorry, wrong button there. This hole has gotten out of hand. As you can see, it went down and it got so long I had to turn. It's a little bit of interesting engineering to manage the turn. And then we went around and I thought I'd turn and continue down in about the same spot I was going down before. Again, some interesting engineering to get it connected back up so that the power would go all the way down and we could have lights so we could see the tunnel length. And this went down and down and down as well until we hit the wall. We actually, and we pop out. I put that up so I won't drive through it. Actually came out into the side of the crater. Look, we came out into the side of the crater above the experiment site. We are still too high. All that tunneling, we have yet to even get this low. From up there. Let me replace my don't drive off the cliff thing. So I turned and have started drilling further. But as you can see, I am not going to get this done. And even if I worked on it all the 2 hours we have today, we still would not get this thing done today. So I will continue to work on this in between sessions. Not that I'll get a whole lot done between today and tomorrow, or today and Thursday, because, you know, it's only one day, and I try to put a short out in the meantime, but unstable. Why am I saying unstable? Oh, and I see something. I see something wrong. Hold on. I've been talking this whole time, and I forgot to take these down. I apologize. So you didn't get to see any of the stuff I've been talking about. Great! Why am I showing unstable? Hold on, I'm seeing some technical issues. I don't know what's causing. Not seeing any issues in here. Double check here. I don't see what's causing the trouble, and I don't know how to fix anything, so we're going to pretend like it doesn't say that and move on. Alright, so, back to talking about the tunnel that you couldn't see because I Forgot to take that off. Alright, so let's go back to the end of the tunnel and we'll go show you the tunnel in reverse. I was already almost to the top. This is how good my memory is. Alright. So this is where we got. What is going on? Oh, we're having technical difficulties to start the day. Let's see how this works. See how long before it gets to you. Anyway. So. This is as far as we got. Now to show you just how far that is. I actually ran it out of batteries. I had to set up a recharge port for my drill. That's how much energy I used. But as you can see, we drilled and drilled and drilled. We actually hit the outside wall, which is why we turned. But that was not our first turn. Oh no. We turned here because we'd already overshot our drill location. After drilling 800 meters down at this angle. The irony of that is it's also only supposed to be 830 meters to the target. I've probably drilled 2 kilometers at this point. And I'm still 300 meters or so from the target. So this tunnel is going to take forever, and if I tried to sit here and do that while you guys watched, you would all be bored out of your mind, and, well, so would I. So, instead, I used up pretty much all of my resources and rebuilt our attack ship. Got our pretty hovercraft going again. And I thought that instead of drilling today, we might go hunting. And I might pull out my best Elmer Fudd and go, "Be really, really quiet. We are going to be hunting convoys." Which, ironically, there are none on my screen. Really? It's 21 kilometers there. Yeah, pretty much. We don't have any enemy signals. Wow. I decided we're going to go hunting, and there is nothing currently to hunt. That just shows you how good my timing is. They'll pop one up here real soon, though, I'm sure. We need to get rid of this one. Because I have the drill exit, which is the more accurate one. We could head for the research station. Because next to that flight research station was a flight base that we could try to take on. How much batteries this thing got now? Believe it or not, we were really low on battery here. It's not going to get charged up. How much ice do we still have? We are out of ice. That explains it. Oops, my air out. Well, let's go get some ice. I'd love to use my own tunnel to get the ice, but my tunnel doesn't make it that far. Let's go and unload first, actually, because otherwise we aren't going to get much ice. Between the tunnel and rebuilding the hovercraft, we have very, very little components left. Which is another reason to go hunting today. Because if we go hunting, we can hopefully, hopefully get enough components that we can hopefully we can get enough components that we won't have to salvage much more than we already have had to salvage.
Inventory full. Energy low.
Well, it's a good thing I'm heading back to my vehicle. We'll wait for G Corp to give us some, let us know that there's something to go hunting for. You're my oxygen tank, right? Yeah. That's where a bunch of my hydrogen has gone. And refilling my tanks, apparently. I don't even know if the engines are on. Oh, they're on. Well, I dumped a whole bunch of ice in here, didn't I? There's no way it melted the ice that fast. Where's my ice? Seriously. Hold on. We are going to do some, there is no way. I can hold about 1,500 ice. Spawn into container. See, it should not have burned through it instantly. Oh, apparently pretty close to instantly. Holy cow. Drop in the bucket. Almost literally. Turn creative mode back off. How much ice is in here?
Critical.
Not very much, actually, either. Okay, well, apparently we need ice. I don't have a very good, source of ice at the moment. Ah, wrong button. Sorry, my phone was making noise, so I was shutting it up. Um... Spent so long yesterday drilling a hole in the ground that bleeding wonderful. Apparently, I need to hook my vehicles up for some power recharging. Well, at least the one that's going to stay. So I have no intention of leaving the... or of staying with the other one. um... Use the old school one that's kind of ugly on purpose. Why is G-Corp being so quiet? They touched. Of course. Alright. That's close enough there. Let's... Actually, given what I'm seeing, I should have done it the other way. I can move it again. Get this one a little bit more, not power, strength. I just left it where I had it. Really, it's too close to that now. Really? Don't make me put hinges on these. Come on. Fine, let's try this way. This is never a good idea normally, but we're going to try it. See if I can make it strong enough. To just hook up anyway. Okay, the answer is going to be no. For whatever reason. Fine. Roll back. Need a hinge. Maybe two. I think we're going to go attack a G-Corp base because G-Corp is not sending anything out at the moment. That would have been weird. Alright, now, up with this one. Up with this one again. Of course, now I've drifted off to one side. There. They're a long way apart, but they are yellow. Yellow's all that matters. Lock. Okay, that will keep that powered. Dumb question. I don't have jack squat of it. Never mind. It was worth checking. Alright, let's go hunting. I'm not gonna go anywhere where that's still attached. Hold on. I'm bored and I want to go shoot something. So let's go shoot something. Why are we doing that? I wonder. Okay. You actually have a wheel suspension not showing up finished. Maybe I didn't get everything repaired. I thought I did, but apparently not. At least it's not missing a lot of components. Okay. Good now. Off we go. And we do have some hydrogen, so everything is alright then. If we can't move, it means our wheel suspensions, probably these newest ones, turn them all off, find their friction, cancel friction on all of them, steering, propulsion, there. Much better. Alright. Let's go that way. Whoa! Preferably without doing that. Preferably without doing that. And away we go. Why, oh why? That's it. We are going to have to go... that one, and that one. Put one called Cruise. Save. G. groups, crews, on, off. But research station is that way. And we want to get there with some speed, but not too much speed. "20 meters per second is probably plenty. I swear this thing was talking all weekend long. I have no idea why we are seeing 0. Unknown military barracks. We're only 10 kilometers from the headquarters. Maybe we should just go attack that. Maybe up on a mountain, though. We may not be able to get to it, but let's go look at it. Maybe we can go bust the HQ. Ice storm. Fortunately, we're in the comfy, cozy protection of our hovercraft. We are flat boogieing, so let's slow down a bit. 50 meters per second. Probably not the safest driving speed. Tom, hovercraft looks good again. Yeah. You can only bore holes in the ground for so long before you get bored and have to do something else. That is why it's looking pretty again. Is you can only stare at a blank brown or blank red wall for so long before you go crazy. And I had reached that point. Which is why we're out here hunting today.
Unusual readings inside the G-Corp headquarters tower. It may be a way to leave the planet, however safer options may exist.
Okay. Whoa.
Facility scanners have picked up a hostile. Dispatch nearby patrols to location.
Oh, that's fun stuff. We get to deal with that again. We want our crews.
Target
1
All
kilometer.
drones attack.
Alright. Okay. I want my... I need to know which gun is which. Four. I need assault 4. What the heck is up there? That's a much bigger drone. That is a big drone. And of course, it popped my top. Of course it did. Anyway, let's get back to sighting in. How could those be damaged? Seriously. I'm really confused. Those need some bulletproof glass. I don't know what caused the damage there. Unless it was just fall damage. Sorry. We need turret 4. That one. And I want control, which apparently I missed. There. Alright. Well, that air defense is apparently underground. Whoa, look at the side of that base. Pull the trigger and see what happens. Okay. Aim way high. Are we actually getting credit for having hit the base? No. Alright. 1.5, 1.4.
Facility scanners have picked up a hostile. Dispatch nearby patrols to location.
Alright, hold on. Can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. That one's still too far out. Do not see.
Target identified. All units converge.
Oh, there it is. There it is. It is only below my line of fire. It is not underground. Stop here. I cannot shoot it. It's too straight up. I missed it both times, but it's going down. It's going down hard. Well. I really can't tell what I'm hitting. Hold still. Yes, I have enough power to overcome you wheels. Cut it out. It looks like a rover. And it's pinging on me. I definitely hit something on it. It's something else on it there. That was a good hit. Those are good hits. not at all where I'm hoping I say not at all where I'm hoping for, and I blow it in half. Alright, let's go,
Facility scanners have picked up a hostile. Dispatch nearby patrols to location.
I don't know how there's pieces of drone inside my ship. Oh! Never mind, I found out where.
Target identified. All units converge. Drone disarmed and returning for repairs.
It's going down. It looks like they're shooting at me, specifically. Do I have any steel plate in my ship? Ooh, I do have some. It's not going to be pretty, but let's repair some of this damages. Even if it is just... just rig it together for the moment. Like I said, I know it's not pretty, but it is a fix. I gotta turn my wheels back off. There we go. Something over here shooting at me. Alright, fine, just go. Let's shoot back on its own. I am not the best shooter. Oh, we're going way too fast. Slow down. Slow down. Oh no!
Welcome back.
Oh no!
Fuel low.
Oh, this is not going to end well.
Fuel critical.
3. Oh, we're going over 100. We are going to not end well.
Welcome back.
Um. Um. uh, Ow. The real problem with this means my first aid kit in my combat vehicle was destroyed. Which may mean my hovercraft is gone. Say G Corp Immigration Headquarters?
G-Corp facility threats. Dispatching additional drones.
What now, Tom says. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What now? Um... We're just gonna go look and see. There we go. Red hovercraft. Oh my. Yeah, I'd say it's safely, safely nuked. That looks like a screenshot, to be honest. Well, there is no point in trying to get back to that. Which means my body. Not my body, that's the headquarters. The experiment site. That's 24 kilometers away. Which is why I keep spawning here. The thing is, there's no grinders here. There's nothing. I don't even think there's an assembler here, is there? Oh, there is an assembler. I didn't leave anything here for the assembler to work with, and I have no grinder on me to help it. So... literally, I got... We are going to... All we're doing here is... Here. Well, that's kind of a cool way to see the mining path. I'll orientate myself pretty much vertical. Well, that's a cool view. Sorry. Drop myself down inside the area. And I have a med kit in here that I should be able to respawn myself at here. Alt F10. No, what is the... teleport here. There, Alt F10. Turn. Oh, I didn't have turned admin tools on. F6. All right. Well, so much for mine, or so much for my combat vessel, because it is no more. Yeah, deciding just to go straight in on it, not the best decision. Good news is we still have our main vehicle. Our original vehicle, I should say. Not main, because that one was definitely the bigger of the two. Ah. How much iron is left? I really don't want to do this on stream. But I guess we're going to, because I don't really have any more options. Oh yeah, I probably should get some bottles and...
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Really, all of my bottles were in the dissemblers on the back. Alright. Let's gear up. Good news is I have backups of the stuff. Because the game is very generous with these for this reason. It did not, however, give me another King rifle. Alright. Cinematic it is. Sorry. Rapid it is. The reason some people call it the cinematic rifle is because it shoots like certain characters dressed in white in certain specific movie series. And if you get it, you get it. You know, certain groups that can't, you know, hit the broadside of a barn, for example. Yes, Tom. Those are the ones I'm referring to. Surely there's something else we can do rather than just drill. We can come down here and build. Maybe we can build on the inside today. Let's see about doing that. I did punch a hole straight down from the I just don't know where it is. If I could find it. Well, here's an idea. It's a bad one, but there is an idea. Alright, how much loot do I have in here? Not a lot. The big thing is knowing we can't get this upstairs. Or can't grind it to move it. It has to be done slowly. Same with these. We could escape without shooting anything else. If we could get... Because as you can see, combat is not my specialty. Not being able to see what you're shooting at challenges me.
Inventory full.
Yes, I'm just ripping... Whoa! Parts of the ship off while I think.
Inventory full.
Apparently I dropped something.
Inventory full.
Good news is, as I do this,
Inventory full.
I have starting to pick up some stuff to use to build with. And if I did just drop and lose stuff, there it is. Obviously we can't move it, So we're going to have to move it to us. We do technically have... We could build a big old crane. And again, if I could go up too... It's a really bad idea. I'm going to go look and think about it real quick here. Take you along for the ride. Up and out we go. Drill exit. Pull a Yui. Go into the hole. Right down here before I turn. Yes, right in here. Somewhere. Seriously, where'd I put it? I know I put it in here. There it is.
Energy low.
Whee! Enter slash GPS. I don't know. Hole? I'll leave anything on this I can sit in or do I have to go in the main building? Yep, I have to go to the med kit, or med station. Okay. I wish there was still something in the reactor room worth using. But there's not. Just a couple of engines that are 90% complete, which is a nice amount of loot. Be nice if there's, you know, a reactor in the reactor room. It occurs to me there is probably nothing powering this station. Yeah, it's got a single battery powering this station.
Tower reports convoy arrived safely.
Never mind me, you don't see this. Well, this is a known secret. Not really secret. Technically, it's not even a glitch. It just doesn't make any sense, so most people like me won't use it. That said, I'm getting ready to use it. Turns out there's something magical about space engineers. Shocking, right? Oops. Yeah, I'm just ripping some of it out without taking all of any of it. Let me go where I want to go. Now we gotta cut a big hole right here. For what I'm getting ready to do. I was hoping it would hide it better than it's going to do it. I do love the way they did the terraformed area. That's probably not tall enough. Here's the secret. Wind turbines work underground. I mean, theoretically you get wind in tunnels, but not like you would get to, or in caves, but not like you would get to turn a wind turbine. And like I said, I didn't get a big enough hole yet. Which I knew. I was just hoping had gotten close already. Look good on the bottom. Okay, this will let us know. We'll just fill the space in that it needs with blocks. Let's see where we need to drill. Pretty sure that one does. Yep, definitely there. And definitely another layer. And yes, I'm trying to stick this up in the rock to hide it. I could build it really easily. Just hang a few of them off the... But I feel guilty using it this way, so I hide it. Oh wait, no one can see it, right? You guys didn't see this. Alright, that should... That clears a 3x3 area. Alright, that's how big the block is. Find out real fast. Nope, I didn't have the right plate with me. It's alright. I see some right here. And I'll need girders. Girders I can get right here. that's enough, but we're going to treat it like it hopefully is. It's another block higher, isn't it? It's 4 high. No, it's down on that bottom corner, look. Catching on those bottom corners.
Energy low.
Come on. Place this time. Okay, it's not on the bottom. Unless it's right here. Guess it could be right there. Alright, I quit. Computers. It's wanting computers. I'm going to get energy. Then hydrogen. Still alright on oxygen. Computers. Pretty sure I have computers. See, plenty of them. And as you can see, wind turbines work underground. It's goofy, it's cheesy, but it will prevent this base from going dark. Which is what I'm worried about.
Inventory full.
So long as that doesn't let the base go dark, I don't really care. Oh. Not to use a pun, I do believe it's time to do a boring on the ground. Even if it is but boring. Whoa! Let's fill in some holes. Time is it? 11:30. We have 30 minutes. Alright. Well, so far we have managed to have an inauspicious start. Not our greatest session of progress, consider we lost our big ship. I overestimated our abilities. Dramatically so. Can I make more steel plate? Because I have a feeling we're going to need it. Down we go. Into the depths. Into the great unknown. Whoosh. Deeper and deeper they went. Hey, we bought time enough for this to charge up at least, right?
Inventory full.
That's an accomplishment. There. Deposit a whole bunch of stuff in the cockpit. That seems like a useful place to stick it. There we go. Alright, I would rather carry steel plate and give you the rest. And forward! Maybe we get far enough ahead we can do another corner and you can see how much of a pain that is. Because I would like to get turned around and headed back toward the target. And then tip and go downhill again. Oh, paving this is taking forever and a day. This is why I didn't want to pave it, but it just became a necessity. The ground is just too uneven without paving it. So I dropped the drills a little bit so they would make a little bit lower areas, so I wasn't fighting the ground to pave as much. And just same as before. Go forward 3 blocks, pave 3 blocks. Go forward 3 blocks, pave 3 blocks. Wonder if I stopped paving over there on accident. No, I'm gonna start paving there now. Feel like looking up the charge of the light brigade and reading reading it and doing a short. If I'd had a better view of the vehicle getting destroyed, that's exactly what we would do. Kind of wish I had had a view of the vehicle as it slowly was eaten, apparently. Good news is, I did take out several of the turrets. Bad news is, there's a lot more. The other bad news is we haven't heard convoys at all today. We may have to look into that. That could be a long-term problem here. Because if there is no more convoys, we are literally stuck trying to get off the planet with what's in this hole. Because we no longer have the ability to gain enough stuff to fight again. Oh, look, there's a bot. Hold on a minute. Get rid of this bot. I hate bots. Oh, good grief. How far have we gotten? Yeah, we probably could start turning again. This time we're going to try to turn toward that target. Alright. This is just away from the wall. So, first things first. Back up a little bit, go forward. So we can start turning. Problem is, our wheels get up on the side wall. Now, keep in mind, we drill low, so as we push forward here, it cuts down, so we can't go very far forward off of the path. But just as honestly, we can't just turn a sharp corner because, as you saw, we start rubbing edges. So we have to actually drill out an area where we can start turning. And that means going a little to the wrong direction too. Alright, now we back up, back onto the... Wrong direction, wrong direction. There we go. Wrong button. That one. There we go. Now, this is where we start turning. It would just cooperate. There we go. And yes, we will probably want to go ahead and drop those ones there, because we will probably need that extra area. Let me fill in this area. Keeping my eye on time, we have about 15 minutes left today. Try not to go over by 30 minutes like we did last week. Which caused everything to be off. Well, the good news is we did get to go hunting today. Didn't go hunting what I meant to hunt. And we paid the price. The loss of the hovercraft. I feel like we all owe it a moment of silence. There we go. Now see where we're turning is actually give us space on both sides, even though we're going to drive off the side again. And then we'll back up. Try to knock some of that area off next. And then we back up straight again. Get myself straight on the road again. There we go. And this time we're going to swing it wide so we catch that side. I'm just going to keep turning. And this is what you have to do over and over. 3, 4 stretches of turning each. Or 3 or 4 widths of turning. Till you get a nice wide turn path. As this thing turns on about a 80-acre turn. To borrow a line from a really old song. Give me 80 acres and I'll turn this rigger around. Never know what I'm going to end up talking about or singing, huh? backed onto the road again. On the road again. Just can't wait to get back on the road again. Oh my gosh. I am boring, but you can tell I'm having fun. Singing. And not in a good way. And as before, we put in paving. You can see we're popping up on that side, messes up the paving a little bit. This is actually that much fighting with the ground is why I'm now digging deeper hole than I was at the very beginning. Because I got tired of fighting it. We're actually getting close to straight again. When we get close to straight, then we can start looking at angling down. But maybe that's where we'll start next time, because we're just about out of time. And that area is now paved. And this is what I did for a lot of hours Sunday afternoon. Or Monday afternoon. Was fight this. Get a nice turn. And we back up. Back up, back up, back up. And try the corner again. This time from a much sooner angle. Oops. We're hit the wall. Now, that's kind of the point, but not really the point. What am I stuck on? I'm actually stuck on the wall. I actually put those two lights on the back halfway through the turns because it was getting to the point where I couldn't see where I was driving when I was trying to back up. Even after I started putting the lights on the tunnel floor. Because this tunnel got this tunnel project has turned into a much larger project than I had ever intended for it to be. Well, that was a really long cornering turn. Really proud of that one. Got a lot cut out. Where's this one go catch that one? That one's a really good spot too. And yes, I am. This is since I'm going so far. I'm actually dropping off onto the dirt, which you're hearing the grinding on the bottom of the vehicle. And you can see just how rough the ground is, and while yes, we are able to traverse it to some effect while we're digging, doing so while loaded down with a hydrogen thruster that I cannot build and is my only way off the planet. Not something we want to risk. So, with that in mind, we are going to park this up. Turn that off. Finish paving this out next time. And I will finish the tunnel. I honestly don't know if I'll have time to finish the tunnel before Thursday, but we will try. We will try to get something done on the tunnel between now and Thursday at least. So we can hopefully escape from Mars. And in the meantime, let's slap a connector on here. So we can charge the ship. You know what? I have some of those. Considering I took you apart to start the project. Great. I may have to change where I'm parked for this to work. Maybe not, but maybe. Nope. Let's try lowering my wheels first. No. Can smalls connect to bigs? What if we just make it a big connector? A regular inset connector. I honestly can't remember if this works. Well, it looks like the answer is no. What happens? Is this close enough? Come on, give me construction components to do this. Really? Takes that much more than the other one. Of course it does. How much more? Way more. Dang it. Why not? Whoosh! It's kind of fun when you just fly through this tunnel. Because it is a big tunnel. I have literally never done anything like this. Oh yeah. Got distracted. Yes, that'll work. Alright, fine. There. Now those will charge. And that's where I'm going to leave you today. Join me Tuesdays and Thursdays for more Escape from Mars. I am the Blind Gaming Guy. I will be live on YouTube in 30 minutes or so. Hope you join me over there, and if not, I'll see you Thursday.